Namaskar students. I am Dr. Harish Kumar, welcoming you all in this special lecture. And today we are going to discuss about corporate communication. As this is the first lecture, firstly today I'm going to tell you something about corporate communication, about this particular subject, and the things that you are going to learn during this particular semester. So basically, let us have a look on the syllabus that we have. So basically, in this particular syllabus, you are going to learn a few things about corporate communication. This particular subject is having 2 credits, and there are some unique feature about the course, the kind of objective which is related with the course. Basically, we have divided this particular course in 4 modules. The first module or unit is related with understanding public relation. The second module is related with the kind of public relation tool that we have. The next module is related with some practices about public relation. And the last module is related with corporate communication. So as far as this particular course is concerned, the first module starts with definition of public relation. So I'm going to tell you something about public relation. Before it, I would like to tell you that as far as public relation is concerned, public relation is actually a part of corporate communication. And as its name conveys us, that we are going to manage or maintain relationship with the public. And this particular public might be internal public as well as external public. The main objective behind public relation is to manage or just to create a good image or a goodwill in front of public. So in my this particular beginning class, I would like to tell you, I would like to just communicate you about the definition of public relation. So let's have a look about different definitions which was given by different renowned person and scholar. The first definition is related with public relation is public relations is a planned process to influence public opinion through sound character and proper performance based on mutually satisfactory two-way communication. So basically in this particular approach, public relation is being treated as a planned process. It doesn't mean that you have thought about public relation and that's why you're going for public relation. It means there should be proper planning. Whenever you have decided that I am going for public relation, it means on the basis of proper input, on the basis of proper research, you are going to just do the job of public relation. The second thing is that the thing is there that you are going to influence public opinion, because public opinion is one of the most important thing that we have, and the mindset of one person is also affecting others. So that's why in this way you're going to create a chain. So if there is a kind of positive kind of opinion, then it will ultimately benefit you. If there is a negative opinion, then you are going to change the mindset of others with the help of public relation. And basically you are going to provide a platform where the company as well as company or corporate house or department or at the same time different institutes can have a particular platform where they can discuss with public, and the public should also have a kind of platform where they can discuss with you. So basically it's a two-way process of communication, and in this particular process each and every one is getting a chance to speak something. Now I would like to take another definition which was given by Philip Leslie. He says that as far as public relations is concerned, it's about helping an organization and its publics adapt mutually to each other. It means through public relation, you are going to help an organization and its public both because they are going to adapt something mutually in nature. It means you are also going to be changed. At the same time, you are also going to change others. You are going to change public. Now I'm going to take definition which was given by UK Institute of Public Relation. Basically, this definition is related with the planned and sustained effort to establish and maintain goodwill and mutual understanding. As I told you earlier, that public relation is a kind of planned attempt. It's a kind of planned process, and there's a kind of sustainable effort. And why you are going for public relation? Because you are going to establish and maintain a goodwill, or you are going to create a mutual understanding, and that's why you are going for public relation. So on the basis of it, we can say that public relation practice is the kind of art and science of analyzing different kinds of trend. What is the market trend? What are political trend in the country? What's the current scenario? So on the basis of the kind of analysis, you are able to make your way. On the basis of analysis, you are getting some valuable inputs. And if you are going to incorporate these valuable inputs, you are able to make a good public relations strategy. Apart from it, you are able to predict about the consequences. You can understand, you can evaluate the kind of information that you are getting. And on the basis of these symptoms, you can predict about the future, and you can prepare yourself for the crisis that may occur in near future also. At the same time, through public relation, you are going to counsel the organization's leader, because the organizational leaders are very important, because they are having the kind of influence. They are having a particular team of followers. So if you are able to counsel them, then your most of the job is over. The next thing is related with implementing planned programs of action. As I told you earlier, that each and every moment you have to go for planned attempt. It doesn't mean that you have thought about public relation and that's why you are going for public relation. So this is one of the most important thing. Now I'm going to take other definitions, and this particular definition, these are the definitions which are related to public relation. Uh, the first one in this regard is the concept of public relations is about maintaining and enhancing reputation. So whenever you are going to think about public relation, the reason behind it, you are going to think about maintaining reputation. You want to create a good image, that's why you are going for public relation. The next thing is that in public relation, you are going to deal with public. These public are customers, employees, investors, suppliers, government officers, opinion leaders. And later on in my lecture, I would tell you about different kinds of public and the concept of public. So I would like to take another definition, and this particular definition is widely provide, something about public relation. M. Cutlip, Alan H. Center, and Klein M. Groom. Uh, they say that public relation is the management function that identifies, establishes, and maintains mutually beneficial relationships between an organization and the various publics on whom its success or failure depends. So here you are also, able to know that each and every moment we are talking about some mutual relationship, we are talking about image building, we are talking about price management. So on the basis of it, you can able to understand something about public relation. You are able to decide about the approach, different kinds of approaches of public relation. Next definition, you can say that this is the definition which is very simple in nature. So on the basis of the kind of definitions that we have discussed, we can say that public relations is actually development and maintenance of good relationships with different publics. Actually, if you are having a good relationship, ultimately it pays you. What happens that if you are having good relationship, then you can avoid some sorts of conflicts. You can have a proper response. At the same time, you are able to manage the crisis. and ultimately it will create a good image of the organization or a corporate house. Now I'm going to discuss something about the process of public relation so that you can understand about public relation more. And this particular process, it was given by Marston, and that's why it is called as Marston's four-step race model. R deals with research. It means in public relation, the most important thing is proper research. If you are having proper input, if you are having credible content, credible information, then on the basis of that particular element, if you're going to take any decision, then your decision will be in a right direction. So if you are having proper information, you have done proper research, so on the basis of it, you're going to take action. Your action should be such, it means what is your objective? You're going to decide on the objective, and on the basis of it, you can communicate something. So next thing is very important, and this thing is communication. How you're going to communicate? How you're going to communicate to your public? In which direction you are going to communicate? What is your emphasis? Which one is your area? So after undertaking all these things, at last what you're going to do, you're going to evaluate your performance. If you are in the right direction, it's good. You are able to fulfill your objective, it means. Then you can move in that direction. If there is any lacuna, if there is any problem, or if there is any particular area in which you have to put more emphasis. So on the basis of it, you all can do these kinds of things. Basically, as far as public relations is concerned, so we can understand that public relation is being undertaken for the purpose of image building. It's a kind of image building exercise. It's a kind of planned effort. It's a kind of, it's a kind of the kind of communication which are based on proper input, proper research. And basically, what you're going to do, you're going to make each and every person flexible in nature. You're going to manage about the crisis. The crisis might be in near future, as well as the crisis that may occur at any time. So on the basis of it, we can say that through public relation, we are able to get some valuable inputs. And these inputs are very important for us. So firstly, I would like to take a few advantages from public relation, the kind of advantages that we are getting. Actually, the trust level of public relation is more, because in public relation, we are going to take the help of reliable data. We are not going to exaggerate the information. We are not going to put wrong facts. And that's why the credibility of public relation is more than other kinds of communication strategies. One more important thing is related with this concept is our credibility is about maintaining a good relationship. If we are able to make a good relationship, actually good relationship depends upon mutual trust. And if you are going to take wrong facts, wrong information, it means it will affect your relationship with public. That's why we have to keep these things in our mind. And this is one of the most important things that we have. And the cost is another factor. So as far as cost of publication is concerned, you'll find that it is less costly than other kinds of communication strategies, because many times it happens that you are able to accomplish your task without paying any cost. You are going to get some free publicity. You are going to gain media coverage for which we don't have to pay anything. Apart from it, if there is a positive outlook of person, then ultimately it affects you. It is creating a good image. And many times it happens that through mouth whispering, you are going to gain some benefit. And apart from it, with the public relation, you are going to avoid some sorts of clutter. It means if there is any lacuna, if there is any problem, or if there is a kind of misunderstanding, or if there is a kind of facts which is not clear, or if there is any kind of stress or kind of thing, then you can solve these kinds of things with the help of public relation. So next thing is, as far as advantage of public relation is concerned, in public relation, you are going to deal with a specific group of public. So what happens that you're going to deal with different kinds of public, and in order to avoid kind of any kind of confusion, you're going to provide the kind of information which are important for them. You are going to make certain kind of strategies, and ultimately your approach is such that would bring a positive result in the form of image building. So nowadays you'll find that as far as public relations is concerned, the public relation is being used as a tool, not only from the corporate houses. Even you can make a kind of public relation strategy just for the image building exercise. You can have better understanding with others. You can avoid conflicts. You can provide some valuable information about yourself, and at the same time you're also thinking about visibility of yourself. So in this way, even a particular individual can get some benefit from public relation. But as you know that if there is a kind of any approach or any kind of communication strategies, there are some disadvantages also that I should discuss with you. It means suppose in any particular organization, you are going for various kinds of communication strategies. You are going for public relation, you're going for advertising, you are going for marketing, you're going for sales promotion. So what happens that if you're going to take the help of different kinds of tool at the same time, sometimes we are facing a problem just to quantify the benefits which we are really getting from public relation. So in terms of as far as data is concerned, it's very difficult for us to get exact data that how much benefit that we have got from public relation, because ultimately it happens that you are getting some benefit from your public relation approach from a longer time, or you have made a public relation approach, and because of this public relation approach, the sales are being increased, or the trust level is being increased, or ultimately it is affecting your brand image. Another disadvantage is that sometimes it happens that there's a lack of control because you are going to deal with public. You're not aware about the mindset of the public. At a certain moment, you feel that the public is being satisfied, but you can't predict about the nature of public. So there should be a continuous effort that you have to do. It should not be that you are satisfied with your effort. There should be a continuous approach with the public. And actually, it's in this particular kind of system, what happens that kind of management is required. It means basically what happens that you should have a kind of proper approach. It means at each and every moment, if you're going to intervene in between in public relation, then what will happen? That ultimately it's going to affect you badly. So basically, the organization which is going to undertake public relation, the organization should try to to make a particular public relation approach in which there should not be any day-to-day intervention, because it takes time. It takes time to uh, get positive result from public relation. So we can say that as far as public relation is concerned, it is good for the organization, it is good for an individual, even it is good for political parties. It is good for corporate houses, NGOs, because non-government organizations, they are also going to create an image, and whatever they are going to do, and what exactly they are doing, if the people or public are not aware about that one, ultimately it will affect the image of the organization. So we can say that public relation is a kind of tool. It's a kind of communication strategy which we can use frequently, and this particular thing is very helpful for us because we don't have to incur a lot of cost as far as public relations strategy or approach is concerned. So with this, I'm hopeful that you have got some information about public relation, or you have got information about definition of public relation. You might have got some insight uh, why public relation is important for us, or you might have got some information about advantages and disadvantages of public relation. So on the basis of it, if you're having any confusion, I think that we are going to discuss about these kinds of things. And so at last, thank you all. And next time I will be taking another topic. Till then, namaskar. Take care. Thank you.